5 years ago, we finally received the long-awaited Kingdom Hearts 3, something not only I, but millions of people waited a very, very long time for, to the point where most of us were wondering if it was ever coming out at all, or was it ever real, or was it all a figment of our imaginations? Were we Kingdom Hearts 3 all along? But in January 2019, we finally got it. The game to end all games, the only game Kingdom Hearts fans will ever need again. The Darkseeker saga had finally come to its conclusion after 17 years, but when one saga ends, another begins. So for all of us Kingdom Hearts mega fans and those who were disappointed in Kingdom Hearts 3, we could celebrate that it wasn't going to be the final entry in the franchise. But it's been 5 years since then, and one rhythm game later, and a mobile game and a new numbered entry with no release date in sight. What can we expect from the franchise next? So yeah, I know I've already answered the title question in the video. End credits? Well, no, not exactly. If there's one thing this series has taught me anything over the years, is that not everything is what it seems. Not only when it comes to the plot, but also the release and relevancy of all the games. What do you mean that the 2D pixel game with card-based combat released for the GBA was the real sequel to Kingdom Hearts 1? Nomura, you are one crazy bastard and I love you for it. Please never change. So what do we know? First, well, there's the previously mentioned mobile game that is due to release for the summer called Missing Link, which, I'm going to be honest with you, if I said I was excited for this, I'd be lying to you. Like previously mentioned, every entry in the Kingdom Hearts series is important to the ongoing narrative of the series, so if you want to make sure you're all up to date, you're not lost for any potential plot points for Kingdom Hearts 4, make sure you play this heavily monetized gacha system mobile game that's going to drip tiny drops of story weekly over the span of many years. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. I just don't see why these mobile games should have any semblance of relevance when it comes to the mainline entries. The previous mobile games that we received, Union Cross and Dark Road, which like I previously mentioned, were heavily monetized screen clickers, and that's where my main problems lie. I've tried to play both of these, but my god are they boring. I've been more engaged in taking shits than playing either of these games. And is this worth it for tiny scraps of potential information? Well, Nomura clearly does, because he's doing it again, isn't he? Now, to give some credit to Missing Link, it does look like the gameplay is going to be somewhat closer to the mainline numbered entries, and all the beta tests have been rather positive, with people coming away rather happy with what they've played. But is this positivity due to the game's quality, or are fans just happy that it's better than this slop that we had before? No, I will never get tired of hating on these games. I really don't want to be critical on something I haven't played yet, and yeah, I will play it when it comes out because I have that Kingdom Hearts itch that needs to be scratched. I probably should get that checked out. But if I'm being honest, I just want a new console game. I don't want the crumbs or the side salad of the Kingdom Hearts buffet. I want the main course. Now, what do we know about that main course I was talking about, otherwise known as Kingdom Hearts 4? Well, at this moment in time, not a whole lot. We know it's real, we know it's coming at some point, and we have a reveal trailer that came out over 2 years ago now, which if I'm being honest, didn't exactly give us a lot to go off. I mean, yeah, there's the little things you can dissect on potential things that may or may not happen, but the gameplay footage looked very early in development, which doesn't give us an indicator on what the game is actually going to be like. I remember that early footage of Kingdom Hearts 3, and yeah, they look drastically different to what we got in the final product, so needless to say that this gameplay that we got in the initial reveal does not do a whole lot for me. So when can we maybe expect some information on Kingdom Hearts 4? Well, KH3 did have some information released at D23, which for those who don't know, D23 is an event held by Disney in which they reveal information about upcoming projects like movies, TV shows, and even video games. In 2017, we got the Toy Story World reveal for Kingdom Hearts 3, so there's a good chance that we may get something at this year's event, which takes place in just a couple of weeks. Now there's also the Tokyo Game Show, which takes place in September, but if I'm being honest, I don't think we'll get anything here. Kingdom Hearts is a massively popular franchise, especially here in the West, so it would seem strange our first big information dump would be at an event which is pretty much Japan-centric. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it won't happen, but Kingdom Hearts is just a lot more popular over in the West, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense, but You know, this series is all about making sense, ain't it? And then there's the last place it could possibly turn up, but yet again I think it's highly unlikely that we get anything, and that's at Jeff Keighley's Trailerama, otherwise known as the Game Awards. Yep, the show he puts on every year where he pretends it's to show what recognises the good of the industry in the past 12 months, but in reality is a 3-hour show of upcoming video game trailers and Hideo Kojima glazing. Now, the reason I think it's highly unlikely it appears here is the lack of presence in the past for the series. It's never once appeared at the Game Awards during the build-up of Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't really see that changing that. To sum it all up in one sentence, if KH4 isn't at D23 this year, I just wouldn't get your hopes up about seeing it at all. Now, never say never, but we've been here before and been burned so many times, so let's not get our hopes up. Now, I propose a curveball. What if the next console game was not KH4? What if the next game we got was an in-between to bridge the gap? And what if it was a Kairi standalone game? Let's be honest, Kairi was done absolutely dirty in Kingdom Hearts 3. She had been a damsel throughout the whole series, just a means to an end for Sora's end goal. But it looked like at the end of Dream Drop Distance, she was going to train and become a Keyblade Master herself, with Axel. And we got scenes of her training in 3, only for her to be captured and killed off, only to be revived an hour later. Like, why Nomura? What have you got against Kairi at this point? Now you may argue, well, she has her moments in the Remind DLC, or in Melody of Memories, but I say it's not enough. Sora and Riku have had plenty of spotlight over the previous games. I think it's about time Kairi has her own. Now, do I think this will happen before KH4? Absolutely not. But stranger things have happened with this franchise. If you watched to the end, thank you. I really do appreciate it. If you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you disagree with anything I have to say, I would love to have a discussion in the comments. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again.